Hey, it's a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Those of you who are watching this on demand, listening to the podcast, listening to the YouTube stream on Facebook, other platforms like that, you won't know where I am. You may not even notice the difference, but usually I am in my studio. Today I'm in Midtown Manhattan. It's Wednesday. I'm at Luminary. We are Luminary. You want to find this fantastic program called Luminary, a space for amazing entrepreneurs, founded by my friend Kate Luzio. So I'm in the lobby right now. We have an event on small business economic outlook, which starts at 8:30. I'm early as I always am because I said, hey, I could not do the show. Two, I could do the show and be late to this event, or I can kind of mix the two, be early, be in a space. I would know I would find a space like this and bring you the Rundown with Ramon. So welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon from the lobby from Midtown Manhattan, New York City. Excited to be here. And I have something for you today, as I always will have something for you today, because I value your time, value your part of the Rundown with Ramon community, and I'm glad you're here today. This episode brought to you by our good friends at Bitdefender, reminding you when you leave home during the day, when you leave home at night, when you go out with your friends, you go home in the middle of the day, you go to work, whatever you're doing, is your door locked? Of course it is, because your home is a precious investment. What's inside your home, you want to make sure that one or two random person, that one few person, all the good people, doesn't get into your house. You click, lock the doors of your house. When you think about your vehicle, when you leave your car and park your car, Justin kind of go, good morning. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Are you going to the Ryan Serhant thing he's doing? When you leave your vehicle and you lock the doors of your car, beep, you lock it because it's a precious asset. What about your business? Is your business secure? That's what you want to ask yourself. And Justin, do me a favor, brother. If you can hear me, let me know. I'm on headphones. Rarely am I on headphones, so I hope somebody can hear me today. So this is what I'm bringing today, brought to you by Bitdefender, Ultimate Small Business Security. Do me a favor. Go check that out. Bitdefender.com/small business. Bitdefender.com/small business. Go ahead and check that out and let me know what you think about the amazing offers and programs that Bitdefender has for you. I had a little thingamajig I could bring up. There we go. Bringing up the little Bitdefender splash screen there. Bitdefender.com/Ramon. Bitdefender.com/Ramon to make sure that your small business is safe and secure. So welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Thank you, Ayanna. Ayanna can hear me. Ayanna, the musical web. Glad you're here today, Ayanna. I appreciate you. Justin Conoco, again, my brother from another mother up north. Glad you're here. Justin Conoco, appreciate you. So this is the word. This is what I want to bring you today on today's special edition of the Rundown with Ramon, live from Midtown Manhattan, New York City. You know what? I should just go outside and show you. This is a special day. Look at this. For those who've never been or haven't been to Manhattan a long time, we're in Midtown Manhattan right here. Midtown Manhattan. Wow. On a side street here, Times Square is just a few miles north and more. This is where we're at and are my good friends Luminary at their space. So first time I've taken Rundown with Ramon's show live on the road. I may do this more often, do this at other crazy or not crazy, but cool centers, I meant to say, and etc. So here's what I want to bring you today. I want to talk about the power of being the underdog. Now, I heard about this on Breakfast with Champions today. My friend Heather Parody brought this up, talking about the underdog. And it gripped me today because often I feel like I'm the underdog in many things that I'm doing. And again, this is one of the things I don't want everybody saying, oh, we're the underdog, I'm the underdog, I'm the underdog. Everybody's not the underdog. Everybody don't feel that way. So don't feel that you have to claim and say you're the underdog if you're not. But here's what I want to talk about today: the power of being the underdog and what that means. The underdog is often that person. It could have been when you were small. You were always said you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too slow, you're stupid, not smart enough, you can't do it, you were pick last. That's kind of the underdog. And maybe it was something you were born with. Maybe you were too slow. Maybe you weren't fit enough. Maybe that is the case. You were always overlooked for some reason. Some reason. You were always overlooked. Nobody wanted to give you a chance for some reason. Now, part of being the underdog, as you get older, especially not talking about small kids, but as you get older, part of it could be your fault. It could be your fault that you didn't educate yourself enough. You didn't network enough. You weren't around the right people. You didn't practice your communication skills. So you could be the underdog for very good reason. But part of it, as it were, the underdog, Kevin Hart's story, he said he was about 10 years, 13 years of the grind of doing comedy. He would say two, three, four, maybe he said 7 shows a day, something crazy like that Kevin Hart did over and over and over and over again. He had the talent, but he was still in underdog mode. Or as Dave Ramsey says, 25 years, $1 billion success. Now, these are not same as underdog, but you get what I'm saying. And so if you feel you're the underdog, if you feel you're not seen, you feel you're not visible, you're saying, well, will I get my turn? One, make sure that you are operating in a point of excellence, even if you're in the underdog zone. Those of you who ever felt like underdog, put underdog in the chat. Put underdog in the chat and let me know if that's you today. If you feel you're in the underdog season, or you feel you have been the underdog, or even currently you are the underdog. That's number one. I want you to put that in the chat and let me know that you resonate with me and you're understanding this. And as Fabrice says, not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. Yes, 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 yes. I like that. I like that. Jason says an underdog is a hungry dog. Yes, 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 yes. And we're going to touch on that. Ayanna as well. Love this, love this. So one, I want to make sure if you are the underdog that you are operating, number one, in excellence. Every time you get up, every time you show up, every time you have the opportunity, every time you have the mic, make sure you don't give people an excuse to say you're the underdog. Make sure you don't give people an excuse to give a reason, because when you stand up, they may already think, here we go again. Justin Conoco's going to mess up. Fabrice is going to mess up. Ayanna, she can't do it. Don't give them a reason to say that. So make sure you operate in excellence. Number two, don't wait for luck. Make sure you bring your own luck, create your own luck each and every day. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you, because if you wait for opportunities to come to you, they may never happen. That may never happen. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. You must create your own opportunity, as I'm here from live from Midtown Manhattan, New York City, which is right outside those doors. Don't wait. Create your own opportunity. This is absolutely important. I've done it over and over and over again in my own journey. Why do you think I'm here today? Part of an event to learn SMB opportunities, but I also want to connect more with Luminary. I want to say hi to Kate. I want to say hi to her team. I want to work more with, I want to be around more people who I want to work with, and Luminary in New York City is part of that ecosystem. So that's number two. Number three, being the underdog makes you hungry, makes you always want to progress, always go forward, 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 forward again, and never stop. Never stop. Because you have a hunger and a desire inside of you that you know you must keep going forward. Because if you stop, that's death. Not necessarily physical death, but metaphorically, that's if you stop. If you, as Michael Jordan is claimed to have said, or the metaphor is, every single basketball shot, every shot with golf, every shot in tennis, every throw in football that you don't take, guaranteed to miss, guaranteed to miss. But Nancy, thank you, Nancy. Oh, Nancy, now you're making me cry. But Nancy, if you keep showing up and you keep swinging, you keep going for it, you're going to hit sometime. You're going to hit at some point, and more you do it and practice and practice and practice, you get better and better and better at it. People ask me about motivational speaking and keynote speaking. I've been flying. I fly all over the world on the biggest and best, most impactful stages in the world. Seth Godin has asked me to speak with him. Gary Vaynerchuk asked me to speak with him and do stuff with him. Damon John has been on my stage, on stages with me. Lisa Nichols been on stages with me. Kevin O'Leary been on stages with me. I can drop names after name after name. And how has that been? Because I hone my skills just about every single day. And I've been a motivational keynote speaker for years, 20, 30 years. But I get better and better and better at it every day. Some of y'all see me on Clubhouse. Sometimes we don't have that many people in the audience, Nancy. We don't have that many people sometimes, but I'm still there, still adding value, still showing up, still hosting rooms. Justin Conoco's been there for a minute. And still hosting rooms. You get that practice. You do it over and over and over and over and over again. Then when your moment comes to shine, you got something to bring. This is what Kevin Hart talked about in a podcast he was doing with Diary of a CEO. He said oftentimes, it's not all the time, it is that gradual growth of success, is that plateau of success, is that forward movement. Yes, yes, that is true. But also sometimes there is the moment. And Kevin Hart said he had a moment once when he was asked to open for Shaquille O'Neal's the thing they do kind of in basketball, roasting time. I forgot what it is, something they do annually. Hey, Chris Cushing, glad to have you here, Chris. What's going on? Glad to have you here, Chris. So Kevin Hart said in his case, and it happens many times again, there's the gradual growth that we all have to go through, the consistent doing the boredom, doing the routine, doing the repetition, as Lamar Tyler says, getting used to being consistent. But then he said, sometimes you have the moment. That's the catalyst for your journey, meaning for life, or maybe for an incremental or a big jump in what you're doing. It's the moment. And Kevin Hart said he was asked to host or open up at a Shaquille O'Neal event with all the media there and everything. And when that happened, he crushed it. He destroyed the stage. And somebody was in there. Somebody saw him and said, we want more of this. And his career just took off. His career just took off. And so my point is, while you're in the journey of being the underdog, Chris Cushing, while you're in the journey of exploring, while you're in the journey of growing, while you're in the journey of waiting, while you're in the green room, while you're waiting for the spotlight to be on you, don't stop, because when the spotlight hits you, when you have the opportunity to get the mic, the last thing you want to do is not be ready. The last thing you want to do is not be prepared. Now I'm hot, I'm sweating. Ooh, I got to take my coat off now. I'm not even in my studio. I'm in the lobby at Luminary in the middle of New York City. Come on, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if this is meaningful for you, do me a favor. Put yes in the chat. Let me know you're here. Let me know this is cooking with you. But listen, if I can stand up this time and be on a hot spot on my phone and be in a lobby in the middle of New York City, not even a studio, a pair of Bose headphones that I got in the airport for $450, well, I'm sure you hopefully getting something out of it. And some days I can't. But that topic today of underdog really grabbed me today. And I must say, the other side of underdog, remember, we cheer the underdog. We celebrate the underdog. We talk about the underdog, Diana. But when the underdog is in the underdog phase, the music is not playing. This is not a movie. This is not something that they're cheering for. This is not some of the people cheering him, yay, underdog, yeah, underdog. That's not happening. You are in the suck. You are in the rough. You are flowing through, and you don't know the journey you're in. The story's not written because you're in the underdog moment. So we said after the fact, Karate Kid is a cool little movie, but when he was going through that, wax on, wax off, when he was going through that month after month, year after year, in the heat and the rain, there was nobody cheering for him. It was just him and his instructor. So when you're in the season of underdog, you may not know it, you may not realize it, but do you have the wherewithal? Do you have the discipline? Do you have the strength? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the attitude? Do you have the determination? Do you have the dreams? Do you have the why am I doing that what is big enough that you can tap into every single day, and that can be pulled into you to keep you going forward until you have that one big break or that next break that can just take you to the next step? The Navy SEALs have a mantra. Special forces have a mantra, could be all military, and they say, don't focus on when this ends. Don't focus on the end of the journey. Don't focus on the end of the road. Don't focus on the end goal necessarily in this context. Focus on just, can I take the next step? Ooh, just, can I take the next step? This is the power of the underdog mentality. This is the power. Some of you are underdogs, and you're underdogs, and you're going to stay underdogs because you're not thinking, how can I get to the top? Somebody just walked in, so I'm going to pause 1 second. Hi, my name is Ramon. I'm just going, hey, what's going on? I'm on my live rundown with Ramon. No, you want to join me on a live rundown with Ramon? You want to say hi to the people? Come on in. Come on, come on, say hi. Tell people who you are. What's your name?
Hi, people. I'm Jessica Johnson.
And Jessica, tell us about you. What do you do, Jessica?
What I do, I keep people safe. I'm a security lady. I work with a security company.
I love it. I love it. Jessica, thanks for being here. I had a guest visitor on the Rundown with Ramon. See you, Jessica. So we're getting ready here for the 8:30 Luminary Half Day event. As I told y'all, small business opportunity. So I came early so I could host a show. Just saw an amazing guest. Wow, so good to see Jessica. So as I was saying, the underdog mentality, the underdog mindset. This is something we all have to get through. This is something that requires all of us to push through. This is something that all of us cannot afford to stay in. Because if you're just staying in the underdog, I would dare say that's not underdog, that's loser mentality. How many of you have a vision? How many of you have a dream? How many of you have people that are counting on you? How many have the attitude of, who will lose if I don't win? Who will lose if you don't win? Do you have a family? Do you have a mother? Do you have an auntie? Do you have a team member? Do you have a dream that you're building that you know this has to work because there's no plan B? There's no plan B. There's no fallback. And this is a different rundown with Ramon. It's a different version of the Rundown with Ramon, but it was inspired on my heart, inspired on my soul, inspired on my mind today to bring that out and share this with you. Some of you are in the underdog season And that season will lift at some point if you be consistent, stay what you're doing, have a good attitude, show up, network with other people, get mentorship, learn from other people, be a sponge, add value first before you ask. Do those things consistently over and over again. Get better and better and better at your craft. Get better and better at your craft. But some of you, you're in the underdog season because you're not doing the things to pull you out of the underdog season. Fabrice is here. What is Fabrice saying? In today's world, it's not the big that will defeat the small. It's the fast who will outpace the small, adapt, or die. Thank you for sharing that, Fabrice. So here's my point. I saw your edit below. In today's special edition of the Rundown with Ramon, I'm going for about 16 minutes. Didn't even mean to bring this like this today. It just came on my heart today that I knew that somebody needed to hear this message today. If I was in my studio, I'd talk some of the news of the day, what's going on. But I want you all to check out Luminary. We are Luminary. Check them out on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, probably across all platforms. Check out their website. We are Luminary. Join Luminary, an amazing community, amazing network. Kate Luzio has built this. A couple years ago during COVID, Kate Luzio, look her up on LinkedIn. Do me a favor and tag her. Let her know Ramon's talking about it. Fabrice, do me that favor. Share this or tag her. Kate, C-A-T-E, Luzio, L-U-Z-I-O, Kate Luzio. Or if you know her of the platforms, tag her, let her know that I'm amplifying Luminary. My good friends, Precious Williams, some of you may know as part of the Luminary community. Shout out to Precious Williams, my good friend John Lawson, part of the Luminary community, and others. So my point is, underdog is simply a state of being. It doesn't have to be a mindset. Underdog is simply the state of being where you are often ignored, where you are not seen, where you're not maybe given the chances that others have. It's simply a state of being, and oftentimes it's temporary, but it doesn't have to be the mindset. You can be in underdog state, but your mindset does not have to be an underdog. You can proclaim and say, you are a winner. You are a victor. You will succeed. You will get ahead. This is the attitude you can have, a victor's mindset, a champion's mindset, even though you're in the underdog season. This is what I want you to understand today. This has been my journey, and some of you may be looking at me saying, Ramon, how are you the underdog? You've written 5 books, sold 3 companies, started 5 companies. You're on stages all over the world. Well, I still haven't reached my peak. I haven't reached the full potential that I know is for me. I have not. Yes, I have thousands of followers on Instagram, thousands of followers here and there, but maybe I should have 100,000. Maybe it should be millions. I don't know, but I feel the season I'm in right now is just the beginning of the next season of journey for me. And my hope, my prayer is that 2026, in fact, or no matter when you're listening to that, for you, it could be 2027, 2028, depending on when you're hearing this, 2030. The next season for you may be bigger than the last season has been. This is what I believe is for me. And what you can determine, is this for you or not? It's a choice you get to make each and every day. How will you show up, or how will you not show up? My name is Ramon Ray, here from the lobby of Luminary. We are luminary.com. Check them out. They have an amazing event happening today. If you have a question for me, we got some time in the show. If you want to shoot me a question in the comments, I'll look at it, answer it right now. If not, no problem. And I encourage you, a few things that I have coming to the fruition that I want you to check out. Don't forget to subscribe to zoneofgenius.com so you don't miss out on content like this. Just go to zoneofgenius.com and you'll see a little subscribe area, or zoneofgenius.com/subscribe, and subscribe to zoneofgenius.com. Sign up right now before you forget, zoneofgenius.com. Do that right now. Those of you who want to work with me saying, Ramon, I love what you're bringing out. I didn't know you had this and I want to work with you, Ramon. Check out our office hours with Ramon. This is my mentorship, mastermind, and coaching program that I work with entrepreneurs. I work with business coaches, business experts, often those who are service providers, who are using content on posting online, posting on social media, have a small team of freelancers. People like that is who I work with. And you can go to RamonOfficeHours.com or RamonOfficeHours.com. RamonOfficeHours.com. Go there and check it out and see how I can serve and work with you. But it's been an amazing day being here in today's Rundown with Ramon show. I hope it's been adding value to you, live from New York City. If you didn't see those shots, I'll bring this out again. Man, what a special day to be able to be broadcasting live from Midtown Manhattan. It's been amazing. Wow, who knew? Live from Midtown Manhattan, one of the side streets. Broadway. Times Square is right there up north, and south here is the financial center. Wow, what an iconic place it is that I get to broadcast live from New York City. That's pretty special. Pretty special due to the power of technology. And again, hey, kudos to Restream. It works pretty darn well. I've been here for almost 30 minutes now and didn't hiccup at all. It seems like you could hear me well. It seems like my headphones were powered well. So my encouragement to you today is go forth. Don't let the underdog mentality stay with you. Understand that you have value and keep moving forward. So my name is Ramon Ray. This has been a special edition of today's Rundown with Ramon. All right, we're back. So with that, I think I've shared enough for the day. See you later. And listen, I'll see you in the next Rundown with Ramon. Let's see.